We're here in Newmarket with Rob from Krown Rust Control. Rob, tell us why we need rust proofing, what it is, and what we're going to do here today.
Rust proofing is to help and protect the body panels of your vehicle. And also, if you could extend the life of your vehicle for another 5 to 10 years, protecting and maintaining it, you could perhaps save a good $250,000 in not having to rebuy new vehicles. And we're keeping vehicles away and out of the scrap yards if we could extend the lives of a vehicle.
So tell us exactly what the process is, what it actually does to our car when we bring it in.
When we do the rust treatment on the vehicle, we're protecting the panels of the vehicle. So our oil is designed to bond and displace moisture. So we spray it on electrical wiring, we spray it on the body panels, on the inner body panels. As well, we try to get into the brake lines, gas lines, protecting and maintaining most of the vehicle.
Now, this is something we do once a year?
Absolutely. It's a product that we recommend annually. So it's a once a year protection. Just as you would do an oil change every so many kilometers, we'd recommend this as an annual application.
Now, do we have to start off doing this on a brand new vehicle, or if we've got one that's maybe 5 to 10 years old or even older, can we start doing it then, or is it too late?
On any vehicle of any age, if it's made out of metal, it's gonna rust eventually. So we definitely want to be able to maintain and protect the vehicle of whatever age the vehicle may be, it will work.
All right, well, as you can see, I'm wearing this wonderful white suit, and I'm wearing it for a reason because Rob is going to teach me how to rust proof this Nissan that we've got behind us. So let's get to it.
All right.
All right. So we're ready to start our rust proofing process. This is step 1, and this is the salt eliminator. Rob, explain to us what this does, and I'm going to go ahead and spray everything.
Amanda, so the salt eliminator, what it does is it eliminates any of the chemical bond, the magnesium chloride, the sodium chloride that it may have that has bonded to the calipers, the wiring harness, or any of the metal components. It'll help break that bond to release the salts.
And how long does this stuff have to sit on for?
It requires about a minute, and what we're going to do is we'll rinse it with water. So the water will activate the ingredient to remove that salt bond that it may have to those metal components.
Okay, well, I'm going to pass this off to Brian so that he can finish the job, and we're going to talk about the next step. What comes after the salt eliminator?
So once we've finished with the salt eliminator, we're going to rinse it. We're going to bring the vehicle down to the floor level, and we're going to prep it. So we're going to drill some small 3/8 pinpointed areas just to access into these door panels that we need to get the oil in these areas to help protect and maintain the structural integrity and the body panels.
And this is just small, tiny holes that's allowing you to insert the product fully through the entire vehicle.
Correct. Once we drill these holes, we're going to redress it with grease and put a plastic plug just to give it a nice, clean, dressed look.
So you're sort of like injecting the rust proofing chemical into these little holes? And
We're using those holes to access, so we're going to spray it so that it gets atomized. So it's going to look like a spray that it will be able to have access to all the linkages, in the lining of the windows.
Basically.
It creeps, it gets into all the nooks and crannies of the car.
And what makes this chemical so special? What is it exactly that's protecting my car from rust?
Well, the product is designed to displace moisture, so it's got one of the best engineered oils that we have. It helps remove any of that water to lift it off the metals to protect and maintain not just the metals itself, but also the wiring harnesses, and as well with your linkages, gas lines, brake lines, and it's dielectric, so there's no harm to your wiring connectors.
Now, is it something that continues to work over time, or is it something like as soon as you leave here, that's it, you're rust proof, you're good to go, or do we wait a couple weeks before it moves around and creeps even further into all those little spots? How does that work?
The product starts to work right away. In the shop itself, it starts to creep and work into the body panels. It actually will defy gravity. It'll even creep 4 to 6 inches up. So it'll travel in 4 different directions.
So pretty much when you roll out of here, you're good to go. It's not
Correct.
getting any better than that.
That's right. It'll continue to creep throughout the whole year. The warmer it gets, the more it's going to creep.
Is that something maybe that we should look at doing in summertime then? Is that optimal time to have your car rust proof?
Springtime is the best time. Seeing that the moisture levels are the highest in the spring, and condensation is also a large effect on our vehicle. So we have the high moisture at the evening, the cool evenings, and the warm days. So you get a bit of that factor. And what better time through the winters? You just come off a heavy salt. So what a great time to bring it into Krown just to get that rust protectant on it.
Well, there you have it, folks. Come in springtime, see Rob and the boys at Krown Rust Control, and have your vehicle rust proof. Thanks so much for having us, Rob. I had a great time. Thank you
for coming down.